We'll be trying to trade live using some of the most common trading strategies of Forex traders, one after the other. That is, we'll be rating in real time after trading to see if these basic strategies are worth using or dumping, if these strategies are profitable or not profitable. And this will be episode 2, looking at our breakouts and our retest. If you missed the very first episode on trend lines, feel free to check it out on the playlist. Breakout and retest combined tells us about the decision of the chart to go on a trend continuation or to simply discontinue a trend. That's a chart is pushing towards the top and then it breaks out to create even higher highs, or it breaks out and suddenly it creates a trend reversal. So now let's go on a live chart now to test out the breakout and retest, and after that we are going to rate it from 0 to 10. So now we'll be trading on our XAUSD, also known as our gold, and then we'll be trading on a 15 minutes time frame. The leverage will be 1 to 2,000, and if you want to use this broker, the link is already in the description box, so feel free to use it. All right, now this is what we're having now. Now the very first thing we want to look at for now is a breakout and a retest. We're not looking at any other thing. No, we're just focused on only a breakout and retest. Now the very first thing we can see here is what? We can see that the chart was playing around the zone. Just look at this. Can you see this? Here the spot drops down. You can see that here the spot drops down, and around the spot also before it created a gap, right? And then around the spot also you can see that, and then this also, and then suddenly you notice that it took off from this range. So what I want to do is simple. I just want to come to this spot where it started from, and then I just want to keep going like that until I get to the very end, right? Which becomes something like this, right? Which becomes something like this. Good. Now this is what I'm having, right? So it's actually looking very clean now. Now, the aspect of this chart pushing out of this range, right? You can see the chart played around, and suddenly pushed out. Now, this push out from this range is what we call a breakout, right? Now, this was exactly what happened. And now what we're waiting for next is just the retest. And then what did we notice? It pushed towards the top, and then the chart starts dropping back towards the bottom, a candlestick, right? And so this drop towards the bottom, again, towards around this range here, is what we call our retest. So now what we'll just do, we'll just wait a little bit more for the chart to drop just a little bit, because the retest is not fully completed, because it has not fully hit a level, right? If you check that out again, you can see that it's still kind of like above at the top. So let's wait for it to just drop a little bit more, and after that we can declare that our retest is fully completed, right? So I just had to quickly drop the trade first in a private channel, right? That's why you can see that the trade is already moving now. I just dropped it in a private channel, right? And now let's actually just add in some more trades here, right? So those in a private channel, they're already in this trade. After it moves a little bit, I'm also going to share it in a free channel so that every single person can actually cash out from this trade today. Okay, so I've actually stumbled into one trade, so I just want to enter another one. I just want to go into another trade on my one lot size again. Let's just see that, right? Thinking on maybe adding another trade, right? So you can literally see that our retest just got completed around the spot here, right? You can just see that, right? Our retest got completed. It dropped down again towards the bottom, looking very clean. Okay, so I'm having a free margin of about 168 free margin, right? Remember, my capital is $700. I'm using a leverage of 1 to 2,000, right? Okay, let me just add one more trade. That's it. One more trade on one, and I'm good. Okay, so that's it. I'm not adding any more trade. So guys, we'll just wait now. First of all, as regards a stop loss, we'll be targeting just around this range here for our stop loss, just around this range. Just below this where our breakout where our retest occurred, right? Just around this range here, right? Just leave it around that range, and then for our take profits, we'll just be looking at around the spot first, of course, naturally, and we'll be going towards the top just like that, right? Towards the top just like that. But then we'll just see how this trade actually goes. Okay guys, so this is what we're having currently, right? So this has just been moving smoothly, right? Really smoothly. So far so good. So for the meantime, I can say that the breakout and retest, the normal basic breakout and retest that we're using, it has been performing. It's been performing quite nicely, right? Because it completed a retest. went into the trade on the sniper entry. Those in a private channel, they also went into the trade and then pushed up and hit a first take profit just around this range, if I'm not mistaken. And then it was shared also in a free channel. So those in a free channel, they are already in this trade now. So if you hit the link to join our free channel now, you should find this exact trade there right now, right? You should find this exact trade there now. Okay, so so far so good. I can see that breakout and retest is moving really nicely. So now all our take profits, they've now been hit at take profit 1, 2, and 3. And of course, those are on a free channel, they are also in profits. Those are in a private channel, they are already massive profit because they joined us right from the sniper entry, yeah, right? So yeah, so this is actually looking very small. This is actually looking very clean. So all the take profits have now been hit, right? All the take profits have been hit. Now what we just do now is to just simply leave the trade. This is actually looking very clean, right? So we're running just about $7,200, just in case you can see that, almost $7,300. That's what we're running here. So this is actually very clean. This is actually very clean, guys. So now let's just quickly shut down all of our trades. Let's quickly shut down all of our trades. This is actually clean. This is actually clean. So that in shutting down all of our trades, we're actually running just approximately $8,000. This 7.9, right? So 7,958, just approximately $8,000. That's what we're actually having now. Remember, we started from just $700, so that's over 10 times, right? So that's over 10 times that we're able to make using just our breakout and retest, right? And of course, those in our private channel, they are cashing out from this trade, and then those in our free channel also, it was shared there after some time, they're also cashing out from this trade. So this is actually very clean, guys. This is actually very clean. If I should rate our breakout and retest on this episode 2, I would give breakout and retest, I would say I would give it an 8 also. I would give it an 8. Yeah, our trend lines for on our episode 1, I gave it an 8, and I'm giving this one 8 also. Now the reason is actually simple. The reason is because in as much as we got a sniper entry on this trade, it's not always so, right? It's not always so. Don't be confused that, oh, it's just like that. It's not always so. You see, sometimes we can storm into a trade even after a retest, and then the chart can still keep crashing towards the bottom, right? So even though we didn't have such a scenario today on today's trade, but it can also happen on other scenarios. So because of that, I will give it an 8. 8 is still a good 8 is still a pass mark, of course. 8 is actually still good, 8 out of 10. But I won't want to give it a 9 or a 10. I will still want to give it an 8, because when the retracement starts, after going to the trade on the retest, you can still go into some crazy drawdown first, right? Maybe hitting around this zone, around this spot first, right? And based on the fact we're using 1,000 to 2,000 leverage, that might accumulate some amounts of losses, right? So so it's actually still great. So we can just give it an 8. So if you're new to this YouTube channel, just remember to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and also remember to turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any videos that will be dropping out from this place. It's a bye from guest. I'm Mr. P. Peace.